So I have battled with schizophrenia. Pretty amazing though that I've been able to find the girl that's been coming to me. But what I went through was really abusive with the jealous men, I guess. It was absolutely horrible. I'm really lucky because people like me. I'm really lucky because, the voices that were negative knew that they weren't supposed to be, knew that they were just jealous. But it's really difficult to, live, function. It really helps, extremely helps. Everything I've discovered, I feel like I would be able to really help other people not have to listen to voices and stuff like that. Because when it was the strongest and I heard it the most, I was on their medication. I was on their medication for it, and it made it so much worse. But it seems like it's going to be there no matter what. But I know how to flip the switch off. And I try to keep it off, but knowing who it is really important. So I've got my little altar thing right here. Praying to this water right here. Here's one of the voices. She came to me. Her name's Aunt Deborah. So I have a lot to do, and I need to work. So I'm going to keep looking and keep. I just barely got fired from a job, and it was the schizophrenia. Being expected to think perfectly just really makes everything more difficult. And it just feels like I'm capable of messing up absolutely everything. Because it feels like it's almost like brain damaging. Not really, but like trying to think perfectly. And that's just the inevitable result when if you're hearing somebody that's not actually there, you're going to think that they're aware of your thoughts. And so I've lived as if people were aware of my thoughts for a really long time now, and it interferes with everything. Like just being able to think about adult things, like every person deserves that, but I don't allow myself to until it's nighttime. Anyways, so this is going to be really special though. How I'm really thankful that I documented everything, because I know on her end when she's going to have her romantic dreams. I know when she's going to have them. I know some of them she's already had them, but I want to make something that's like a relationship therapy workshop kind of thing, because how that would be able to help a couple is just it's extreme. It's extreme what a person would be able to do romantically for their partner because of knowing when they came to them. That's pretty interesting. I mean, and it's really something that everybody discovers pretty fast and easily. All you have to do is just remember your dreams. Like, how are people not going to discover that? It seems like a person would really have to be in denial and probably running away from certain dreams because they were tricked into thinking something was going on that actually wasn't. I mean, like, a good example was when I was with my sister. We were both dreaming. Okay, I was on the dating website, right? And I was like, how could I make my next relationship more romantic or whatever with everything that I knew, but I didn't really know how real it was. But I mean, I was with my sister, both of us were dreaming the same thing. We were sharing dreams, and that's how we discovered it as kids. As kids, both of us had a dream that we went upstairs, and I guess I figured out who it was. It was my grandfather. He was in overalls, and he was about to die. And so he wanted a hug, and he was stretching out his arm. He was stretching out his arm to us because he wanted to be with his family. And it's really sad how much of a tough guy he was, But yeah. You can definitely tell my siblings and stuff, we've always been very tough. People always showed the difference when every job I had or whatever. And I know with my siblings they did it too. They go, okay, now look, what is this person doing? What's this person doing? And then what we would do was like so much tougher. Like my sister, when she was a security guard, and going through the maze thing and doing the training and stuff like that. That's an example, but it's kind of like something that's always happened. They've always thought it was funny, the difference. Anyways, so I want to get this going and wrap up some mummies. I'm surprised I haven't been contacted more. I'm surprised people haven't been doing more to reach out and, give advice or whatever, because it was so much that happened at once, But, so, So I feel like a lot of the reason, never mind, I never wanted to be, I used to think, oh cool, when I accomplish things and people discover me, I don't want to, I hope it doesn't become like, you know, a celebrity that goes in the crowd and then they're surrounded and then, you know, they can't like go to a store without a horde forming. And so people have seemingly known this where they go to sleep. And the way that I look, that's I've intentionally kind of been like doing things so that people won't do that to me. I think part of the goth thing has been that, like, if I was a completely normal person and a lot more approachable and normal looking, that very likely would have already happened. So I have so much stuff to do. How sad that I have to live like this. How sad that I have to live like this. Trying to think perfectly and not being able to have a normal life. It really does make everything more difficult. But I have really learned how to turn off voices or whatever. Really learned how to turn off voices. Wow, what I went through for my wife or whatever is so extreme. I know she's grateful, but I mean, that's an example right there. I haven't been able to, like, most people in my situation wouldn't have been in my situation. They would have, you know, accepted the bed of another woman or something, so I wouldn't have been sleeping out of my car or whatever. It was embarrassing. But it totally shocked me, though. It shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have been like that. People everywhere would have, you know, been a lot more willing to offer me help or whatever, but I don't like asking for it. I don't like people seeing me in a situation that needs help. I'm embarrassed of that. But I mean, people would help me or whatever, be able to stay somewhere or something, but I'm talking about, like, you know, the amount of help would have been tremendously more if I was willing to lie. Or somehow ignore the voice in my head, you know, and give some girl what she was wanting, you know. Yeah, right. It's not like something, it wasn't something that would have been enjoyable. I mean, like, how could I do that when I'm dreaming of this other woman, I'm hearing her voice and everything? Very weird. boring. So let me show you. You know what I want to kind of do? I want to show you just, I'm just eating breakfast, but I want to show you this. So I need to work out my belly. I need to work out my belly. I need to get some muscles. Okay, I kind of need to see this. Where can I put my... I mean, it's just gonna lag out anyways. I guess I'll just start down here and I'll just move it every match. Okay. So, what a cool game. So, Snake Plant Music. How come this isn't working? Okay, it's working. Cool. So I needed that. I need that to be able to build up my hero guy. So I've got this weapon here. Here we go. He's gonna be a monster. Wow. Wow. That is seriously powerful. Holy crap. So all of them have different weapon settings, different ways to upgrade their gun. It's very grindy. It's really important to win the matches, because that's how you get money to be able to put it back in your character. So let's start out by, I'll show you. Now this is the hardest King of the Hill. Now this is against everybody. So I have to kill everybody. Okay. First thing to do is get ammo, of course, and armor. See, I shouldn't have done that shield right there. That really screwed me. That was really dumb to do. But I got it back. Got another one. So that's a weapon recoil. Now if I use this up here, it gives me more health or whatever, armor. So it's really important to move like I was moving. If you're going to walk around, you're pretty much dead. You have to hug the walls. So that's King of the Hill. Let's try a different character. Now this guy's I haven't really played him before, so I don't really know how to do it. But let's try him. He looks really fun. Okay, I'm really scared. I don't really know what to do. If somebody pops out, I'll be dead. That's really cool. I have to be really careful. So make sure to hug the things like that while you're moving, or you'll die instantly when somebody sees you. See, I don't even know what the heck just happened. Was I alive? I guess I was alive. I don't really know how to play this guy. Anyways. I think I need to learn how to play this guy before I'm doing King of the Hill, because that's the hardest one. I think I need to learn how to play him in Deathmatch. So this is Battle Royale. They always have this. This is like one of the main things. This is probably one of the hardest too, besides King of the Hill. It's pretty hard. And I have totally lagged out. What the heck? Need bullets. My team needs to give me bullets. If that's one thing that's important, let your team get stuff. But that armor right there is really important. This is so laggy, wow. But it's good to stay with your team. Still always want to hug the walls. Never be confident. And it's seriously lagging. Okay, so here's somebody our teammate is fighting. Somebody, oh crap. So this one's really hard because it's like there's maybe 4 teams. I think, yeah, there's 4 teams against each other. And what's hard about it is that it's not hard if you go in there with people you know. So it's hard if you go in there because your team might be horrible. Like, what did that guy even do? So what you can do is you can look at their stats after every fight. You can look at their stats on the side here. You can switch. So this thing is better for this one. Resurrects people. That one's better for Battle Royale, probably. Depends on what you're doing. The lag is just too extreme. I don't think this is gonna work. It looks horrible. The stream looks horrible. Sorry. Snake plant music. Okay, so okay. Oh, I need to level up my kitty. Okay, So I might as well just do something like have this guy in the default, because it doesn't, he's one of the easiest. You can kill a lot of people with him. He's so slow though. He's actually not that great. But here is the arcade. Let's see what this does. Now this is like more PvE. The arcade is like PvE. It's against zombies, and I shouldn't have done it with this guy. I should have did it with the B. It's so much easier because he has that flamethrower. Against the undead, it really works better. And this guy's so slow. That was a really dumb choice. And I'm totally lagging out. I can't even walk. This is unplayable. So it looks like I have a dead friend. Let's go try to save him. Just threw a grenade. No, get him, help me! Thank you. Okay, so now... So our friend is dead. Oops. Whoa, whoa, holy crap. That was funny. Well, we lost. The horde got me. Okay, you know what? The B is much better for this board. So the arcade, there are tickets that cost money. You can spend money to buy tickets for the better arcade. They give you tokens for the roulette. Okay, check this out. So now, it says next stage. So the objective is shown at the top. Collect virus samples, it says. So, where's the virus sample? Oh, it's over here. It's kind of showing on the map. There it is. Oh my gosh. See, I took too long. Where is my team at, though? Cool, that paid me good. Okay, check this out. Cool. Got my cat. Okay, so now I have a team here. Ooh, I think that's the best, the turret, for this board. So it says, blow up infected nest. Really need that. It's a bigger magazine. More lamp oil. Or flamethrower gas. Holy crap. Where's this? Whoa. Go this way. It's gonna blow up. Got it. Now those are turrets right there. Check it out. Look at all those turrets. I want those. Alright, check it out. Whoa, there's so many guys right here. That's crazy. Whoa, what the hell? I did not want to do that. Here, another turret. Nice. Okay, so we're doing good here. We need to evacuate. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Holy crap. if we don't hurry. Okay, so I have to be careful of this train that's gonna come. Okay. If I just get there, I win it for the team. All I have to do is just get on this platform, and I won. Yes! I won it! They're so lucky. Because they were all dead. I won it for them. Cool. So now here, what's this? Ooh. Got some packs. That's good. So what did that do? Let's see. It gives armor for hero and allies within range. And armor resistance. Cool. Nice. This game is seriously fun. Okay, so I have 2 more tickets. If you want more, you can get them over here. But so these tickets, they're VIP tickets. They cost money though. But if you get the VIP, you can do a roulette kind of game thing. So that team I was with was very good. Okay, so we're gonna evacuate the survivor, it says. Here he is. Oh my god, this is so upsetting. This lag is unplayable. It's not supposed to be like this. That's funny. Our teammates killed me. Our teammate killed us. Well, that looks horrible. I'm sorry. I guess I can't do this. I guess I can't show it. It just doesn't really work. It's too laggy. My phone's just not good enough, I guess. It's not new anymore. They really go. They really are considered old fast. Exactly. Unstable connection, it says. Come on. No. But do I get... But are they going to escape on the train? Did I win? Okay, on this side, I didn't even see anything. It just says unstable connection. The stream is horrible. Sorry. Let's try to do it again. Or I just need to not do it. Alright, so went back there. Why is it doing that? I think I need to just get rid of that game right here. See, like, it looks like it could work, but it doesn't. Okay, so I'm out of tickets. So the most important might be the vault. Maybe not. It's for the guild. The vault matches, they're also probably the hardest ones. So, to get those done, I'll probably want a friend. So let's wait until I actually have a team, and then I'll ask them to do it. So let's do team deathmatch. I can actually do the vault, though. I was talking about schizophrenia. The main concern is going without sleep. When I get stressed and worried and so scared that I can't sleep, it'll feel like it's absolutely impossible. You take like a sleeping pill or something, and then if it doesn't work, it's so scary. You know, you'll lay there and it makes it so much worse. And that's that's like stress. I mean, it seems like it's not really schizophrenia that the problem is as much as stress. But I was going like a week, a full week at a time without being able to sleep. And I wasn't doing drugs. I'm talking about while I was sober. So, this is Team Deathmatch. This is probably the funnest, because you can play your different characters. Wow. How am I still alive? That was funny. It's a miracle I'm alive. I mean, having something to distract me so I'm not thinking about real life really helps, you know? Like, I found that that was actually what made voices go away the most, was doing something that would help me forget everything as an adult. Like, I would actually pretend that I was a child again and just try to remember being a child and listen to like Sega Genesis music or video game music, and it really worked, and the voices went away because it was just overwhelming. I was hearing them everywhere, and they wouldn't stop. It's not fun. It's really horrible. It doesn't matter if they're nice or good or whatever. It's not something anybody wants to go through. And it's not something that I have to live with. I really know how to live without hearing voices now. But it's surprising what I actually did to get rid of them. The doctors didn't even, you know what, I'd actually be a really good doctor. I would be the best one. Because they were seriously stupid. They made it worse. It seems like it's because they make money from it. It's too messed up. It is really messed up. That's really something that I could really help my country with. Come up with something that's much better. So people aren't just paying for some loophole, broken thing for the pharmacy. It's actually making people sick, and they just keep paying for them. Because it's their medicine that's causing it. Way more than they will admit. They should be sued. People should just rise up and sue them. And come up with something better. It is definitely true that they need help, though. I wouldn't know how to help them. Yay! Kitty cat's up it. Okay, let's play the kitty cat. I'm gonna show you the kitty. I mean, people might think, "Oh, you're so lucky, Marilyn. You're hearing Marilyn Monroe or whatever, you know." But it's absolutely horrible. Um, she's actually a really good, helpful voice, though. She was one of my favorites with her personality and stuff. I mean, I can't say it's my favorite, but her personality is so. I didn't really experience her coming to me much. It's weird. I've been wondering, should we just stop watching television, or should they turn it off? I mean, people know this. That's why I'm gonna, I'll talk about it with people every year. Might have to. We definitely should be more careful. We don't really know the consequences of trap light and sound and everything. It's pretty weird. But she was always trying to get help because she didn't have a dad or something. So she was like, she doesn't know. Or she didn't know things, like people wonder what heaven is. That's an example. And so they'll come to me because they want the answers. And they'll go, "Oh my gosh, it's so simple. That was so helpful, thank you." And then we're like, "How do I?" And it's just weird. They'll do that. And it's like, if I'm a teacher and there's a lot more people that know about that, maybe it'll stop happening to me. And they won't be doing that to me anymore. But they are always trying to get my help. They say that they're using my mind, and it's helpful. That's what they'll say. But it's like, do I really want to? It's really sad what they actually are doing. Schizophrenic people and stuff. They actually are working for other people. The people don't actually know what they're doing, but they are actually doing things to save them where they go to sleep and stuff like that. Right there, I just played the new guy. He was Smog. I usually don't play him. So can you see this game? I won, by the way. I only died once. So yeah, I'm good at this game. It's pretty fun. It's just a game though. I played it. I probably played it a total of 40 hours now. If you count everything, maybe even more than that. That's a lot. That's a lot of time. But I mean, when I'm waiting for the bus and stuff like that, I've played it. But it's really cool to be able to share it with you. With who? It's a pretty fun game. Definitely recommend it over the other ones. But You know, who doesn't? If you're somebody that, because I'm not driving anymore, and I'm very okay with that. And I'm going to be the first deep stare artist that's putting the speakers behind them. My guitar will be like, the delay between speakers is going to be amazing. I'm really excited for this. What I'm going to do. I just need a really simple setup that goes behind them. So tomorrow I might be having to go to like Albany or something for work. I don't know. Depends on what comes up. But I mean, I do have several jobs. I am working. But I mess up. It's difficult for me to work because of the schizophrenia thing. And stress. It's actually stress. It's not really schizophrenia, but it is schizophrenia. That's honestly, when people are going to be thinking for other people like that, it's helping them where they go to sleep. They should be helped more and guided and not put on drugs and then ignored. You know, it makes no sense because of what they are actually doing for the people. Because they're always participating in creating dreams and stuff, you know. A schizophrenic person will spend time thinking about the things they're not supposed to think about because they think that other people are aware of them. And surprisingly, an embarrassing amount of people needed them to think about those things that nobody wants to think about. So that they think of all the reasons not to go there or whatever. And then they might witness that they're actually participating in creating people's dreams. So in a way, they might just be smarter. But an actual schizophrenic attack, you don't have to have them. But if somebody's had something like that, it does mean that they, you know, they must be very intelligent and stuff, and they don't want to take in the direction where it's like disabling too much, you know. But you don't want to turn it off. And I knew how to turn it off to absolutely forget that people were aware of me. Adderall. I can't recommend it though, because what would somebody else do? What I did was nothing but Sudoku and Adderall, and I listened to video game music from when I was a child, and I pretended that I was a child again, and the voices went away. Before I got that Adderall, I was listening to them yell at me every night. Actually yell at me. And I figured out who they actually are. They are jealous men. They are jealous men. And it was Palm B. Palm B was the very first one that came to me. And they were other men that were playing video games and stuff with her. That's where she doesn't know how she messed up from what they did to me. she's not even in, I don't want to be mean, but they actually know. They know the truth. And they accept the truth. They have to. They don't have a choice. It's illegal to. What are they going to do? Kidnap her and force her to, But yeah, I had to listen to that. I had to listen to people that obviously will, for the rest of our lives, they'll fantasize and stuff. They're women too. But I'm thankful that I learned how to turn it off. It would be really dumb to recommend something like Adderall, though, because they could go. Because if they think more and go the direction that gives them more stress, it could have the opposite effect. But because of the plan that I had and what I did, it does actually help you focus on just one thing, and it'll give you energy, and like want to clean up stuff and organize everything. And I definitely could see how it could cause it too, though. Because what are they going to do when they're on it? But that was what I did that got rid of it. And that would be a controversial subject with doctors. They would probably judge my doctor for what she did, for giving me Adderall. Other doctors. But those doctors were wrong. What she did was actually what stopped it, what fixed it. Because I was on, when they got me off the Adderall. And I got off Ativan. And I was on the highest dose of schizophrenic meds or whatever. And that was when I was hearing voices really, really loud. It was absolutely awful. And then, but thankfully Palm B was there through the whole thing. How the hell? So weird. And because of my ex-girlfriend, before we met in real life, we met in that crazy way. She came to me, her voice and everything, she was always sleeping on the left side of me when we were together, and her voice was always coming from the left side. What an amazing thing to discover. And then, so the next person I knew, I was going to pick up an echo of her, and so I decided to make it, as beautiful as possible, and documented everything so I can make sure that to keep us together and give her the best experience, so that, because I know when she had her romantic dreams on her side, I've had it's possibly up to 50 of them with her. Up to 50 romantic dreams of that woman. So how many of them happened while we were together? That's really interesting. Or after we met, you know what I mean? Because I don't really know. It had to be real that she had them growing up, though. That had to be real. Just like I did. I was a child. And it's weird how she was actually older than me. That's what's really magical, too, about discovering yourself and discovering your spouse, whatever. So I have my altar where I pray. Those parts are so cute. Said too pretty. This is for you to make fun of me. It's okay. I don't care. I do it to myself. You have no idea, though, how magical it was, what she did. She told me that was one of the biggest mistakes she made, was thinking another man could love her more. She doesn't actually, because she didn't know what she did to me. She didn't do that to anybody else. Pretty interesting, though. Like, I have to assume that those kids are real. I've talked to a lot of people. I mean, people, it's very common to dream about your children before having them. That's a very common thing. So weird, though, and interesting. I guess it makes sense because of, I'm working on Bible stuff. Kind of. I will be, because of having, I'll be using Edition and translating ancient languages and stuff. And so it makes sense that I'm safe compared to other people. It's a lot more, it's a lot more true and real that I'm not in danger as much as somebody else might be. And so that might be part of, how the splitting the reverse thing is real, and, how that's possible. That because I know that what I'm working on will be like the most respected thing, of course. So it means I'll be very safe. But I need to know where that's not wrong while I'm working. But I'm just barely getting this going. I mean, I don't want to complain about her, but people, yeah, it's really embarrassing. I didn't get to choose. Oh well, I'm not gonna complain about that. I've accepted my choice. It is kind of messed up though, because I didn't get to choose her. That's not real. I did get to choose her. It's just so weird because she came to me from a dream first, and I am embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to myself too. But because it's like so huge, we really have to clean up. We really have to be more presentable, I don't want her to know how embarrassed I am of her. I'm not. I'm proud of her. I know people are mean, and they have been mean. The people I used to, the people that created the goth scene or whatever, and then that's totally different than Portland too. Portland's got their own thing. They decided they're not even goth. They're just like, whatever, I'm just going to use Facebook and timing and just try to cut off this guy somehow. Stupid. I'm too proud to admit that I made a mistake. I'm going to help his ex-girlfriend cut them off. It's so stupid. A lot of it was to cut off my little sister, actually. A lot of the goth in Portland was to cut off my little sister. The hateful agreement that they're going to do this because they're frightened of my little sister. Because what could she do when it's her, with our family history and everything? And then she could go to the goth club. The hottest guy, is he gonna like her? when, they know where they go to sleep, the difference. And she has a place to live. And so they've joined together in agreement to find a way to hate and use Facebook to cut us off. And it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous what they did. It's so evil what they did. They absolutely risked my sister's life, and they still are doing it now. That's what I feel like Killingsworth is about right now, because that's where I need to share. That's where I need to start sharing about it, because that's where it is the most true. Because, because people are using Facebook, and they are too hateful. They were too hateful. And they've been abusive. They haven't cared about reality. They haven't accepted it. They've just been like, oh, I made a mistake. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna run this way. I'm just gonna, ignore it until it goes away. Or I'm going to, wow. Other artists and stuff like that, they're losing money because of Portland. Like all these, it's really, really, really dumb. Because, the people that built up the scene here, they did use me to build it up. Much more than they knew. But I don't support the bondage thing. When Palm B does this, it means fork in the road. When she, in her, one of the most recent things I saw of her was when she does that. It's like, we're not going to be a part of that. But I am going to absolutely go dancing and love going dancing and stuff like that, but I'm wondering, what are they going to do? Are they going to apologize to me and make things right? Are they going to build it up, or am I going to actually end up doing something else? And they have to just kind of move over and go, oh crap, I was too ignorant, too selfish, I couldn't say I'm sorry. I'm just going to be mad because he never let us know who he was.